EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric, no matter the venue.
Responsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they loved their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 28 yards. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Rams 0. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's Dropped at the 23-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They're going to go for it. It's Goff. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
59 mark, check, 59.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
21. 65.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 13 yards out. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on the 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Robbie Gould.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Working with a 2nd and 3.
31-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Out of the gun. Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Yards from the gun. Here's Goff. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp.
Rams first down.
Connection made here, Goff to Higbee. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. From the 50, it's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. And it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff throwing again. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 21-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Under 10, 10, 36, 36. 12. Man, I got this.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Check 11. Crunch. Hey, alert.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The Rams ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
7. And this
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Goff now to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
complete to
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
9 yards.
On first down, it's gone.
Los Angeles.
He's going to launch this thing way down. That's caught at the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for L.A. 53 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Goff on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only gets a yard, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinator.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
It's second down.
To try again after the sack. Goff going down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Loss of a yard.
Throwing again on second down. Goff.
Their 48-yard line.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
65, 65.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll set them back 5. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8.
Switch. Hey, go.
This is Mostert. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Watch the run. Shoot. Kill. Hey, turn it up. 12. 21. 59, White. Mike's back now.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
John Johnson on the coverage.
Second and 10.
White. Kill. 25. Check 25.
Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
San Francisco.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down with Akers. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Fred Warner in on the tackle.
On 2nd and 1, Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there in this passing game. It just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, L.A.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First down, L.A. Goff finding Reynolds there.
And the Rams first down.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
76. 76. 76.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
76.
On 1st down, Goff. And this is incomplete. Intended target was Cam Akers, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Value 3.
To the air again, Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
10 yards to go.
Again, Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Check, check, block 54, block 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check, nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott now. Going to take a shot for Gallup. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Elliott. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Prescott from the gun. And his throw here's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Elliott's the ball carrier.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Yard pickup makes it.
They'll run with Elliott. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
A gain of
that O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
49ers.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Niners have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cowboys take over first.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down now. It's Elliott, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Ray Greenlaw on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
47-yard line.
Second down and 3.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
Now Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
10 yards.
Good position to be in here, second and inches.
At the 49ers.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, check. Watch 54.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
Complete to George
I know
Kittle.
exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. It's caught. Nelson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On first down, Garoppolo lets it go for wide open, complete, touchdown, 49ers. J.J. Nelson, 40 yards, and the 49ers add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 30.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Prescott to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Well, fellas, here we go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 11.
Here's Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for George Kittle.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the twitch. He's coming. 21. 54 mark. 54 mark. 2.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They got his man complete. Past the 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play that time through the air. 86 yards. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Niners 14, Cowboys 7. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
They're supposed to be off, but if you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And some room to roam now. He's got daylight. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Robbie Gould lining up for
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Prescott, he'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard.
First down throw for Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gold to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Niners 28, Cowboys 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he...
She-Rag got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara, 75 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. first carry for Raheem Mostert. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Hey, gun.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over him.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Mike 46. Mike 46. 21. I got this.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
George Kittle.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. J.J. Nelson, 65 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score.
Lining up for
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Fred Warner in on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
31-yard line.
Breeze now. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Breeze here finding Kamara, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Alvin Kamara. Dre Greenlaw on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Niners' 41-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Saints 14, 49ers 7.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Here's Breeze. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
Too many
two-syllable word.
syllables, yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought
2nd down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. To throw is Breeze. Buying time to his left. Oh, he'll look downfield for... And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The ball carrier.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
22-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here we go.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. From the 22, Garoppolo. Hauling it in, Nelson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Garoppolo on first down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
To throw, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
To Jared Cook.
Jared Cook, 33 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
14. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go ahead. Jump. I got this.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 46, boys, 46. Go ahead.
To throw is Garoppolo. And this one complete to Reed. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down at 5. This is Mostert. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Here we go. 12. 56. 56.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He completes it to Nelson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
Here we go. Black 80. Hey, watch it. One, Omaha. 21. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Cut 19.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Caught by Nelson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Jim. I got
On
this.
1st and 10, it's Mostert. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down at 4.
46 to Mike. Let's pick it up. 12, fellas. Here we go. Get off the field. 46 to Mike. 46.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Sean Lattimore there defensively.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Gain of 3.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on fourth down.
46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. Slam, slam, slam. 21. Here we go. 46 to Mike.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
10. 11. 36. Check 24. Check 24.
Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And Nelson's got it here right side. Touchdown, 49ers. J.J. Nelson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Niners 24, Saints 21. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. It's caught by Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Breeze. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Breeze. Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Check pass. Watch twist. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Come on. You better break. Watch it. Lock. Patch it. Hey, alert.
Now a give to Mostert running right. About 3 yards there to the 27.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
47's the mic.
From the 27, Garoppolo, and that is incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Check mic 47. Check mic 47. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Watch safety green. Watch safety. One, Omaha. Safety green.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
21. Hey, gun.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 12.
11. 2. Mike 47. Hey, here I come. 21. Here we go. I got you.
Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 40.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started, and we are underway from Santa Clara. And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback.
Here we go. 180. 12, fellas, here we go. 25, check 25. Hey, gun.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. J.J. Nelson, 76 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run.
Odell Beckham Jr. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 67 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Austin Seibert to kick off 4th.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the table and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
The 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
On the tackle.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, Mostert. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
brings
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
13. 21. Hey, gun.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Hey, how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
22. Let's go. Let's get this one. I got you.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
12, fellas, here we go.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
21. 11. 21. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
For San Francisco.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
On the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On third down, Mayfield. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Landry the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Gain of 2 on the play.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
2 yards.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's taken down inside the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Hey, gun.
On first down, Garoppolo. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
At the 22.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Mike 22, he's coverage. 19 tight. 22, Mike 22. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. The Browns D locked in on third down. Brings up 4th.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point In this case, a field goal.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
48 yards. First down.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as
got a brand new visor, yeah. You're free smart, but my